Hi, my name is Vijeta and I make videos on different aspects of Adelaide on this channel. In particular, it's about Adelaide, but some of those aspects are common to other states of Australia as well. The video that I'm going to do today is in continuation to the last video that I did about jobs in Adelaide. We will be sharing the need for hiring a career coach once you move to Adelaide or Australia, and how that helped me and many others that I know. But before I do that, let me first clarify that I am very pro-Australia. I think it's a brilliant country to live in. There are no two thoughts about it. Some of my videos may show a negative side of it or some of the negative truth, but that is not to discourage you from moving, but just because I don't want you to have any surprises. So if I know of something, I would like my subscribers to know about it. Also, before I do this video about the career coach, let me make it very clear, this is not a promotion video, and this video has the same intent as all other videos of mine, which is to give some help if I can, because I understand job search is one of the toughest processes or toughest stages once you move to Australia. So what really happens when you move to Australia? Is it just as a rosy picture that you thought it? Is it just as a comfortable life that you thought of? Is it just as easy that the migration agents told you about? Let me throw some light on this. As soon as you will land in Australia, you're going to be very, very motivated. You're going to be very happy. You would feel it's now the beginning of the dream life. You would feel that you've now run away from any problems that you may have encountered in your own country. And with that same zeal, you're going to start applying for jobs and start building your life there. But you would very soon realize that you're applying for jobs which seemed very, very relevant, but you are just not getting shortlisted. You would keep getting rejection emails. Or if you're getting shortlisted and you attend those interviews, a lot of times you may get rejected. The rejection reasons could be something as simple as communication skills, or something as severe as they finding you overqualified or overexperienced. Now, when this keeps happening, frequently, all of your enthusiasm and motivation would pull down, because you would develop this urgency, of getting the first job. You would develop this urgency of, start earning. There are two ways of understanding the job market. One is you continue going the way you're going, and through trial and error, or by spending months and years, you finally get to understand what Australia or Australia's job market is. Or there is a second option, which will significantly reduce your learning about the country and the job market, which is take help of a career coach. The career coach that I hired is Raj. I am going to leave his contact details in the description box. He is based in Melbourne. However, it was never a challenge. He was just as effective even though I was in Adelaide. So the question arises that how is Raj going to be helpful? The first thing is Raj comes with a whole lot of years of experience in Australia and different kinds of employers. So he is going to pass on all that information, all that learnings that he's gained, not only through his own experiences, but also through the experiences of hundreds of people that he's coached, which if he shares with you, you can really reduce your learning curve or your struggle period in Australia or Adelaide. The next thing that he would really be helpful is in fine-tuning your LinkedIn profile, because we've talked in my previous video how important LinkedIn is. So he will help you fine-tune that. Most likely it will be rehashed completely, and so will your resume and cover letter. Resume and cover letters will be actually tweaked multiple times in a week, and he would be with you every step of the way. Every time you're applying for a job and you want him to take a look at your resume and cover letter, he would do that. He is so patient, and he's such an empathetic person. He really understands the emotional turmoil that an immigrant goes through, and you would very soon develop this comfort with him of sharing all your inhibitions and asking as many questions. He's a gem of a person. There's never that I had to follow up with him or chase him for anything. I think up till today, he's the first one to always contact me and check on how's everything going, or what's the progress, or what are the things that we should be working on. He is really good with his work. Now the next thing that I really found very helpful in my coaching experience or in my learning experience with Raj was this encyclopedia of interview questions that he has. He has an extensive list, so any question that any employer can think of asking, it's probably there, and he helps you prepare those questions and answers. And it is just not that, you know, he hands over those question and answers, he takes you through them, so you start really feeling and living those question and answers, you know, in you. So it is very, very easy. At any point in time you get a call from any of the employers for a telephonic, you ready. What Raj's understanding is that, you know, when you trying to look for a job, you obviously are worried and nervous about so many factors. There's at least one factor that he would like to strongly contribute on, is that at least there is no surprise on a question that is being asked. So he would prepare you, and to his best of ability, he wants to ensure that any question that any employer asks you, you've heard it and you prepared. Now the next is that you would actually have two kinds of goals when you reach Australia. First would be a short-term goal, which is to get your first job, or which is to get your next job. And the second goal would be to have a long-term career graph, understand what is it that you eventually would be doing. And he is going to be instrumental in understanding or helping with both of these. So he would not only help you in getting your first job, he would also help you understand and you know, what your potential is, and what are the kinds of jobs you should be targeting, and what is the kind of effort that you should be putting in to get to that. Most critical kind of a help that I thought I got from Raj was when I was at a very demotivated stage. Now Raj has this beautiful technique of making you feel so good about what you've done in your career so far, and he is not portraying anything which is not true, you know, but there are some aspects that you never thought. He made me realize that I was such a significant contributor in all my past companies, and with that thought, he also kinds of then emphasizes on how valuable a resource can you be to the organizations that you're applying for. That understanding in your own self is very, very important, because till the time you're not very convinced that you are just the right fit for that job, you obviously cannot convince the employer. So Raj has this beautiful technique. You know, like I said, every time I would finish a call with him, there would be something magical, a different experience. I would be so motivated, so positive, and, you know, so happy about myself and so happy about the things that I've done in the past. Those are some of the points that I thought I would like to talk about today. Obviously, there are several other ways that Raj is instrumental in helping people develop their career in Australia, and you probably may want to discover that by giving him a call and having a chat and see how you go. That's all for today. I would come back again with more videos on Adelaide or Australia. I think the next one's gonna be on schooling, because that's the next most requested video. And if in case you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you've not done that yet, and obviously click on the notification bell. I would love to read your comments, guys, so feel free to share your views, and I try my best to reply to most of those comments. Thank you very much. Please stay safe wherever you are. Take care.